This ATM became the last in all of Europe as the symbol of the transformation the financial sector went through since 2018. This is the story of VAL. A story that began in offices just like these, where the first incubators of the TFI movement were born. A story that began with people like Dagmar, one of the TFI experts over those incredible years. This is what she said back in 2018.
With the Think Forward initiative, we hope to empower 100 million people to make better financial decisions. And especially with the help of our community, represented by governments, NGOs, experts, leaders from the banking and fintech industry, researchers, we really hope to have their insights also help us to make a better society.
The revolution began with GoTally, Jarvis and Fints, the three startups launched at the Think Forward Initiative Summit 2018. Jupe was in there.
So what GoTally, Fints and Jarvis have in common is that they help me make my everyday but also long-term financial decision, but not by telling me rationally what to do, because that's not how our brain works. They take into account all these consumer behavioral insights, and based on these insights help me make better financial decisions.
Let's hear what Mark Alba had to say about the future of the financial sector in 2018.
Today this is banking, a bank and a user. You're missing the whole picture here, because this user has a full community. It's a social agent. Imagine you could capture all the data, all the collective intelligence around this user to create new services to exploit data for the bank. This is a new frontier.
TFI was an initiative designed to empower people to make better financial decisions, to help them take advantage of new technologies, to make them financially resilient, to improve their lives and those of their loved ones.
People had always had problems with money management, and then, for the first time in history, all the data about people's behavior was used to change that reality.
And what seemed like a utopia became reality. In 2022, VAL was officially launched.
Wow, I don't remember the last time I saw it. We needed to present VAL to people because it was totally disruptive and transformative. It was the beginning of a new era. We already had machines that helped us with the easiest tasks, so why not use the machines for more complex tasks or decisions?
But let's take a look back again to 2018. Stefan, one of the minds behind the initiative, had a clear vision about how to use machines and AI to help people.
There will be a lot of changes, but the key question also for the Think Forward initiative is what it would mean to people's ability to stay in charge of their finances. So there will be a lot of influences from artificial intelligence on the way people make decisions. What will that mean? If we are able to stay on top of those questions, then I think that's the important thing to focus on as the Think Forward initiative.
We had to make them understand that VAL was not a bank with its own objectives. VAL was an intelligent protocol designed by all the projects that made up TFI.
The Think Forward initiative needed to transform all of the knowledge about people into a solution to make people's life easier. This immense job was done internally and also in collaboration with other agents and promising startups.
In the next years, we hope to unravel the human decision-making models and to use that insight to help people make better financial decisions.
So for example, GoTally, it uses peer pressure, peer influence and social nudging to help you save more or save better. Jarvis is like your personal assistant. It lives in my phone via Messenger or WhatsApp, I have no idea, but it lives in my phone, and it's an artificial intelligence-based assistant that helps me in my finance. Fints finally helps me to deal with my urge for instant gratifications. Of course, I have my dream of traveling and saving for travel, but I want these sneakers today. And what Fints does, when I want to buy the sneaker, it immediately tells me, hey, you can do it, but it will impact your dream of going to Vietnam. So are you sure to do it? And that's just a thing I need to think about it a bit more.
And what was only an idea in 2018 took shape 4 years later.
Now, thanks to TFI, I have a virtual entity with me all the time that helps me constantly. And VAL is connected to other platforms that are relevant to me. It's what we call connected decisions. For example, say you go to a shop and buy something you don't really need, and that will affect negatively one of your accounts or your aims. VAL will remind you. It is not about telling people what to do. It's about knowing people, knowing their objectives, and advising on the best options at all times. It is constantly searching, so if it finds a better option or one with greater viability, it will let you know. It doesn't matter what type of user you are. It's a matter of knowing how to make the most efficient decision.
Often, in order to know where we need to go, we must remember where we came from and how we used to do things before empowering people.
The future of the relationship between banks and consumers, nobody knows. So it's like it will be completely reinvented, but one ingredient should prevail: trust. Trust is a basic ingredient of this relationship, but it will be completely reinvented.